Hello everyone and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain, and today, sit a while for we are playing some more Franchise Hockey Manager 7 with my Tampa Bay Lightning Historical Challenge. Alright, so in the last video I made a pretty big trade, at least I feel like I did. I got me finally a goal scorer, so hopefully he can help us. Of course I'm talking about Alexander Mogilny. I'm gonna go ahead and wait and see what happens with the waiver draft here. I would like to improve my D. I would really like to improve my D, but I might not have the pieces anymore to make that happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and sim past that the waiver draft, which is in 3 days. Hopefully I can pick up a decent player there. Maybe some help on D would be great. As it is right now, those are going to be my lines. So of course Mogilny is going to be playing on the first line with Brian Bradley. So yeah, I have Jason Allison that's hurt right now. Whenever he comes back, he's going to slot in. I'm not sure where just yet, at least. So I don't know who I'm going to move and where, but I'm going to make some changes. Alright, so speaking of Jason Allison, he's almost ready here. Star upset over Hollywood flop. Mark Rickey. Oh my god, Mark Rickey again. So in Franchise Hockey Manager 6, Mark Rickey also made a bad movie and got upset over it, and it's Mark Rickey again in this playthrough. Right, so Mark Rickey tested the waters of Hollywood this off-season with a supporting role in the big-budget action film Revenge of the Screaming Eagles. He was all smiles at last month's premiere, posing on the red carpet for tabloid photographers. Unfortunately for Rickey, the film did not enjoy the kindest of reviews. Critics have universally panned the movie, calling it the modern-day Ishtar. Rickey's acting was also not well received, with one critic calling his performance as Staff Sergeant Frank Grimes pathetically laughable and saying he should stick to hockey. Rickey has yet to comment on whether or not he'll reprise his role as Grimes in the sequel announced earlier this week. Most friends find that move unlikely, as he has taken the critical panning harshly. One friend, wanting to remain anonymous, was quoted as saying, "Mark has a big ego and was really hurt by the criticism of his acting. There is no way we'll be doing a sequel." Alright. And so I have to submit my lists. So I always ask the assistant first, and then I work from there. Yeah, that looks pretty much like what I want to do. Maybe Siavaglia is gonna get claimed. That's not a big deal if he does, but that might happen. And I don't care for any of those other guys. So I am sticking with what the computer showed me. The computer is not making me do something stupid. So why not? Alright, so Jason Allison's almost ready, and the 1994 NHL season preview is ready. So with the National Hockey League season about to get underway, the early Stanley Cup favorites appear to be New York, led by center Mark Messier. General manager Neil Smith has built a squad that will be the team to beat this year, but they can expect challenges from Craig Patrick's Pittsburgh Penguins and Quebec, featuring center Joe Sakic. Among the dark horses, Detroit stands out as a possible challenger with a big season by Sergei Fedorov, capable of pushing them into contender status. The scoring race will likely see Pittsburgh's Mario Lemieux challenged by Jaromir Jagr of Pittsburgh as well, and Pittsburgh's Ron Francis. So basically the scoring race is going to be among the Pens. The top defenseman in the league is generally considered to be Boston Bruins blue liner Ray Bourque, with Chicago's Chris Chelios and Brian Leetch of New York also in the running. Finally, among goaltenders, Buffalo's Dominic Hasek stands out as the league's best, while Montreal Canadiens netminder Patrick Roy and Ed Belfour of Chicago can also steal games for their teams. Alright, so let's do the waiver draft. Maybe we can get a decent player in here. Oh, look at that. Mark Bureau is still available there. Pick until human. There you go. So it looks like I can bring Mark Bureau back home. Oh, no, I can't. He's gone. So who went where? Alright, so Pittsburgh got Ron Tugnut. I would have gotten Ron Tugnut. The Stars got Igor Larionov. Sean Podine goes with the Flyers. Rick Tabaracci with the Blues. Bob Sweeney with the Kings. David Oliver with the Sabres. Brian Benning with the Rangers. Ken Sutton with the Bruins. Dave Annan with the Montreal Canadiens. Greg Agood with the Leafs. Denisov with the Hawks. This guy with Vancouver. Mark Bureau with the Red Wings. Frédéric Chabot with the Flames, Stéphane Morin with the Sens, Mike Ramsey with the Jets, and John Roloff with the San Jose Sharks. Mike Haidt. Yeah. Yevgeny Nemesnikov, maybe. Robert Zvela, maybe. Dave Babich is available. He's a little old. Rob Brown. Oh. Lubomir Sekirash, maybe. I think I'm going to take Robert Zvela. I don't have a whole lot of puck movers. Zvela can move the puck. I'm picking Robert Zvela. There you go. I might not put him on my starting six, but I think I like him better than Dana Merzen as my 7th defenseman. Alright. So there we go. We got ourselves one player. Gilbert Dion went with the Nordic. Oh! Jocelyn Lemieux with Anaheim. Hartford picks Scott Pearson. The Devils got Eric Lacroix. Islanders got some muscle and face-punching ability in Joey Kosher. Capitals with Patrick Hudin. Panthers got Sim Shelby. And the Oilers got Tom Fergus. Alright. So I got me, Robert Zvela. I think I'm going to send down Dana Merzen. Dana Merzen is more of a defensive defenseman, but that's pretty much all I have. Except for Sean Chambers is well balanced. And then that's about it. And then I guess Boris Mironov as well. So I'm going to send down Dana Merzen. If he gets claimed, he gets claimed. And we are about to start the season here. Oh, Dana Merzen got picked by the Rangers, so it looks like they finally fixed that, where some of your players can get claimed by the computer. About time. I don't say that negatively. I'm sure that the devs have their hands full and everything, so it's not like a huge criticism, but it was kind of a flaw in the game. So the fact that the computer can claim my players, now I'm going to need to be a little bit more careful about what I'm doing. So I did lose Dana Merzen to the Rangers. Jason Allison is almost ready, and I need to give Alexander McGillney a new number. Yes, I think that Alexander McGillney totally should sport number 89 here with his new team. Alright, so we are about to get destroyed for the first game of the season. We are playing against Pittsburgh, so that's just our luck, I suppose. So let's go ahead and take a look at their team and see why we're probably going to lose that. Oh, they have one too many players here. Alright, so Tom Barrasso and Ken Reggett in net, and Ron Tugnut. Jim Pake, Ulf Samuelson, Gribico, Larry Murphy, Shel Samuelson, is it Tom Tilley, Jason York, Bob Eric, Todd Krieger, Sean McEachern, Kevin Stevens, Martin Strucker, Len Barry, Yuri Dopita, Ron Francis, Mario Lemieux, Mick Vukota, Jaromir Jagr, Joe Mullen, Herb Raglan, and Rick Tuckett. Yeah, that's still a pretty scary team to face. Alright, so I'm not expecting much for the first game of the season. Now keep in mind I'm only going to do January today, so it's going to be a little bit of a shorter video. I will still do the last game of the month 2D game, and it looks like it's going to be against Montreal for today. Alright, so let's play against Pittsburgh. I'm still using Hackett as my starter, but I'm going to be checking how Abibulin plays because he's about to be taking the spot here. So Tom Barrasso is going to be in net for Pittsburgh. We are going to go with Jeff Hackett. Go Lightning, go! Even though I kind of expect a loss here to start. Well, you know what? We lost, but we lost 3-2, so could have been worse, although that we did get outplayed. So Pittsburgh outshot us 41-25. Jaromir Jagr was the first star of the game. He had 3 assists. Doug Crossman was the second star with an assist, and Mario Lemieux was the third star with a goal and 2 assists. We were playing at home, and we are starting to draw more fans in the crowd here. So we had 15,612 people in attendance, so that's pretty good. Right, so Pittsburgh scored first in the first period. Then we have Bill Guerin, who scored our first goal for this season, assisted by German Titov and Doug Crossman. And it was tied at 1 here after 1. Then in the second period, Pittsburgh scored again, took the lead, but yet again we tied with Mikael Anderson scoring from Alexander Mogilny and Brian Bradley, tied at 2 here after 2. Finally, about midway into the third period, Kevin Stevens scored on a power play, gave Pittsburgh a 3-2 lead, and that would hold until the end of the game. We lost 3-2, so of course I want to win and everything, but given who we were facing and everything, I will take this loss here. Yeah, I know. I read my email, buddy. You don't have to remind me. Alright, so Ken Reggett has been put on waivers by Pittsburgh. I'm not going to pick him up, though. Alright. Now, Tim Schelde is being put through waivers. Again, I'm not going to pick him up. I think I'm good with Abibulin and Hackett, and then I have Johan Edberg and Dwayne Rolason in the minors, so I think I'm good with goaltending. Not too worried about that aspect. It's really my D that I really wish I could have pulled the trigger on that Eric Desjardins trade, and I'm not sure I have the pieces to make it happen this time. So Steve Yzerman extends his point streak to 13 games with a goal here against the Hawks. Winnipeg's Housley to take 5 weeks to recover from broken collarbone, so that sucks for the Jets. 5 weeks in a shortened season is a lot of games. Alright, so Housley out for 5 weeks. And Jason Allison is back. So now I have to make a decision about who I am going to scrap. Let me just do this here in case somebody gets, hurt doing things off ice, like breathing or sneezing. Big game for Teemu Selanne. He had a hat-trick, 3 goals here against the mighty Ducks. Not the Ducks, not yet. So, right, so definitely I want to put Jason Allison in, and I think that the player that's going to get scratched here is going to be Vili Peltonen. Alright, and as such, my lines are going to change. First, I need to check the tactics for... I thought that I dressed him, I guess not. Get dressed, Jason. It is time to figure out what's your best role. Yep, playmaker it is. And you know what? I think Jason Allison's going to be playing on my second line. With Bill Guerin and German Titov. Yeah, I think that could be a good line. Then I have Bobby Elick with Sushinsky. I like Sushinsky a lot. If you followed me for a little bit, you know that I do. Rob DiMaio is a versatile player. Okay, I don't think I had Peltonen playing anywhere. Now, there's room for Peltonen on my team, you know, long term. He has good potential, but yeah, right now he's only a one-star player. And sometimes it is misleading. But yeah, a lot of his ratings are not just quite there yet, because with what he has here, I would want him probably in a bottom 6 role, and those defensive stats here are not really cutting it for me. So that's going to be that for now. So now we are going to be hosting the Buffalo Sabres. They are 0-1 this season. Of course, we have not played them so far this season. We're going to take a look at their team. Alright, so Bob Corkum is not going to be playing this game. He is hurt with bruised ribs. Alright, so Dominik Hasek in net, of course. So whenever you have Dominik Hasek in net, you're doing pretty good. Now, if you have watched my import from my stream with the random debut, and you know, you see that I have a 20-year-old Dominik Hasek, yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. But anyway, so Hasek here is 29 years old, and yeah, he's a 5-star. He's really good. And then Ilonen as the backup, he's only a 1-star. Doug Bodger, Bill Older, Grant Ledyard, Magnus Svensson, Keith Carney, Richard Schmelik, Peter Svoboda, and Philippe Boucher on D. It's okay. Like a guy like Boucher is only 21. He needs to develop a little bit. 3-star potential is pretty decent enough. Andrei Chuck, Bill Berg, Brad May, Dave Tippett, Randy Wood, Rob Zamuner, because I made the trade with Buffalo to get Alexander McGillney. Dale Howard, Chuck, Pat LaFontaine, Biggs, Audit, Brown, Oliver, and Linden. Alright, let's see here. Can I win this? Oh, I didn't put Jason Allison on any power play lines. Okay, I'm gonna change that here. So that's my bad. Sorry about that. I was too worried about checking if I had put Peltonen on any of those lines to worry about putting Jason Allison actually on those lines. So that's going to be taken care of here after this game. So Dominik Hasek is going to be in net for Buffalo. We're going with Jeff Hackett again. He played pretty well, according, given the situation. All right. So one of those two teams is not going to be a losing team anymore. Well, that's not us. We lost 4-0. That's not good. Shots were tied at 23 apiece. Pat LaFontaine was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Dave Andreychuk was the second star with 3 assists. And Bill Older was the third star with 2 goals. Alright, so we had 15,066 people in attendance. And there was a fight between Adam Creighton and Brad May. But other than that, we lost 4-0, so not a lot to talk about. So it looks like every season so far, I start pretty slow, and then I kind of pick up the pace as the season goes. Steve Yzerman extends his point streak to 14 games with a goal and an assist against the Flames. Montreal defenseman Eric Messier is in hot water with head coach Jacques Demers for a series of pranks aimed at other teammates. These guys are adults, said the Canadiens bench coach, and they're supposed to be professionals. Why Eric is acting like a clown is beyond me. According to Demers, Messier will be fine if the behavior continues. However, Messier don't understand why his coach is getting all worked up. I'm just having a little fun, blowing off some steam. He doesn't need to call me out in public, and finding me would be taking it way too far. It's embarrassing to be singled out like that. I don't know. I guess I need to take things a little more seriously from now. Alright, now let's fix our lines. Maybe that's why we lost, because I didn't have the best players that I could on the power play. There we go. Alright, so we already only have 4 games left here in January. Next game is at home against the Panthers. Luc Robitaille is hurt in Vancouver and he's out for 4 weeks due to a bruised kneecap. That must hurt. Ray Shepherd extends his goal streak to 5 games with a goal and 2 assists in that same game against Vancouver. Steve Yzerman made it 15 straight with a point with an assist in that same game. And Georgi Yevstukin is back from suspension with the Flyers, back in the lineup over there. Alright, so we have a back-to-back with the Panthers, so I'm going to have Jeff Hackett playing the home game, and Abibulin is going to be playing the away game tomorrow. So the Panthers are 0-2 as well. So they do have the goaltending. At least on paper, Don Beaupre and Blaine Laker, both are 3.5-star goaltenders. Then on D, it gets a little tougher here. Terry Kartner, Stephen Finn, Alexander Kavanagh, Steve Smith, Staviana, Shiryaev, Bobby Dallas, Bob Rouse, and Craig Wallanen. Not a whole lot of good puck movers there. A little bit like me. Jeff Daniels, Paul Carrier, Chris Dingman, Chris Lindbergh, Topatig, not sure who that guy is, Dave Christian, Vladimir Ruzicka, Prokopiev, Peter Duris, Patrick Schellberg, Brett Lindros, and Dan Quinn. So, yeah, we should be able to beat those guys, but we have not been playing all that great so far, so who knows? But now that I have Jason Allison on the power play, we're going to do really good. So Don Beaupre is going to be in net for Florida. I'm going to go with Jeff Hackett here. We need a W, guys. And we got one. We won 4-2. All right, nice little game. We outshot Florida 32-18, so did pretty good there. Bill Guerin was the first star, he had a goal and an assist. Dan Quinn was the second star with 2 assists, and German Titov was the third star with a goal and an assist. We had 13,663 people in attendance for the game. German Titov opened up the scoring in the first from Sean Chambers, and it was 1-0 Tampa Bay here after 1. Then in the second period, Bill Guerin scored from Brent Gretzky and Adam Creighton. It was 2-0 Tampa Bay. Then Florida scored, made it 2-1, and then Mikael Anderson scored on the power play from Alexander Karpovtsev and Rob DiMaio. It was 3-1 Tampa Bay after 2. And then in the third period, Alexander Karpovtsev scored from Bill Guerin and German Titov, made it 4-1. Florida would add a goal, made it 4-2, but they ran out of time, could not tie the game up. And we won 4-2. So Alexander Mogilny still hasn't scored a goal for us here, at least in the regular season. Yeah. At least it's only for 4 days. Alright, so Alexander Mogilny is hurt. He's going to miss 4 days with a sore thumb. Then a memorable game for Mike Hudson with Chicago. He had 4 assists against the Oilers. Yeah, and he can't play. Oh my. Alright, so I'm going to dress Peltonen back. And I have to change all my lines just for that. For a sore thumb. Alright, so who do I put on the first line until he comes? I think I'm just going to put Sushinsky there until he comes back, and I'll put Peltonen right. Yeah, let's move Danton Cole, I guess. He's been good for us in the past. It should be fine. Alright, and now here. Bill Guerin has a decent start to the season. Oops. Abby Boudin is playing the next game tomorrow, or today rather. Alright, so we are now 1-2 this season. Florida is now 0-3. We are 1-0 against Florida. In case that you have the memory span of a goldfish, we just beat them yesterday 4-2. Alright, so we are now in Florida. And I'm sending Nikolai Abibulin in there. They are going to go with Blaine Laker this time. Go Lightning, go. And we won in overtime, 4-3. Alright, so they're not all going to be elegant, but W is what matters here. We outshot Florida again, 30-22. Sean Chambers was the first star of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Paul Carrier was the second star with a goal and 2 assists. And Danton Cole reacted well to getting a promotion. He had a goal and an assist and was a 3rd star. Right, so Sean Chambers opened up the scoring in the second period because nobody scored in the first from Mikael Anderson and Alexander Karpovtsev. Then Rob DiMaio scored from Bobby Elick and Danton Cole. It was 2-0 at that point. Then Florida scored, made it 2-1 here after 2. There was a fight between Bobby Dallas and Bobby Elick in the second period as well. And in the third, German Titov made it 3-1 Tampa Bay from Sean Chambers and Bill Guerin. And then Florida scored twice to tie the game, bring it to overtime. But in overtime, we had a hero named Danton Cole who scored with only 13 seconds left to go to the overtime period. Bobby Elick and Sean Chambers get the assist. It is a 4-3 victory for the Tampa Bay Lightning. At least we are playing for 500 now. Rob DiMaio improves at left wing. Well, that's grand. Oh, we are about to play in 2 days against a team that has yet to lose. Valery Zilipukin is suspended with the Devils. He's going to miss 1 game. Ray Shepard extends his goal streak to 6 games with 2 goals and an assist here against the Flames. Steve Yzerman extends his point streak to 16 games with an assist in that same game. Andrew Castles extends his point streak to 12 games. He had a goal here against the Philadelphia Flyers. And a strong night for Craig Janney. A goal and 4 assists against the Kings. Yeah, pretty good indeed. Right, and then one more game to day to sim here. Richard Zemlichka extends his goal streak to 5 games with a goal here against Chicago. Anaheim's Denis Vasky is not suspended. And Pierre Turgeon got 600 points in his career. He got a goal and an assist against the Washington Capitals. Pierre Turgeon is 25 years old, 4-star player, and already 600 points in his career. That is pretty good. Alright, so that's pretty scary. The New York Islanders are perfect this season, 4-0. So we're facing them for the first time, and it's the first time we're going to hit the road. I'm going to put Jeff Hackett back in net. Alright, so let's take a look at their lineup and see why they are so good. So Ray Ferraro is hurt. He's not going to play. He has a tricep strain. Then in net we have Glenn Ely and Darcy Wakaluk, Tom Carver, Scott Lachance, Vladimir Markov, Jeff Norton, Ludman, Jeff Finley, Kasparidis, Yuri Krupp, and Kiprusa. Wow, that's a lot of Ds. All of their spares are defensemen. Alright. That D is not too terrible. Then up front, we have Benoit Hugg, Derek King, Sidney Salo, Steve Thomas, Kevin Todd, Pierre Turgeon, Tom Fitzgerald, Marty McInnes, Dwayne Norris, Zygmunt Palffy, Gorbachev, and Joey Kosher. So that lineup has not lost a game so far this season. So let's see if we can make it happen for the first time for them. So we're back with Jeff Hackett. They have Darcy Wakaluk in net. And we lost 3-2, so another tight game against a good team, but we end up losing. We had the upper hand in for the shots, 33-26, so that shows me we played pretty decently, but maybe Wakaluk was just too good. Pierre Turgeon was the first of the game. He had a goal and an assist. Maxim Sushinsky was the second star with an assist, and Vladimir Malkov was the third star with a goal and an assist. Brent Gretzky opened up the scoring in the first period. That was a power play goal from Sean Chambers and Brian Bradley. 1-0 Tampa Bay here after 1. Then in the second period, we took a 2-0 lead with Mark Bergevin scoring from Maxim Sushinsky and German Titov. It was 2-0 Tampa Bay, but then the Islanders scored twice to tie the game at 2 here after 2. And then late in the third period, Zygmunt Palffy scored the game winner, and we couldn't tie, so we lost that game. Vili Peltonen converts to right wing. You are not done playing left and right, buddy. You are my plug-in. Alright, so the next game is in 3 days. We are going to host the Montreal Canadiens before going on the road a little bit here. That's going to be our 2D game. And hopefully Alexander Mogilny is back for that one. Yes, he is. Alright, so Sergei Fedorov will miss 5 months. Wow. Alright, season over for Fedorov. He has a fractured eye socket. Ray Shepherd extends his goal streak to 7 games with a goal here in that same game against the Oilers. Yzerman didn't get a point, so his streak ended at 16 games. Andrew Castles extends his point streak to 13 games with an assist here against the Florida Panthers. Suspension over for Valery Zalipukin. He is back in the lineup, and Alexander Mogilny is back in the lineup. I need him to start scoring some goals. Alright. Let's go ahead and check this real quick, although I'm pretty sure that I'm going to keep him as a perimeter shooter. Yeah. There you go. Alright, so Cole goes back on the 4th. Sushinsky goes back on the 3rd. Mogilny, of course, back on the 1st. Oops, I did it the wrong way. There you go. Yeah, I'm not putting Mogilny on the penalty kill. I don't want for him to get too tired. Yeah, hopefully Sushinsky plays to the kind of levels that I've seen him play in the past. Alright, Peter Draisaitl is available. I'm not going to pick him up. It's not Leon. Ray Shepherd extends his goal streak to 8 games with 2 goals against the Edmonton Oilers. A night to remember for Steve Larmer. He had a hat-trick against the Sharks. Right, and oh, Damian Rhodes. Alright, so Montreal is in town. They are 1-3, so they are worse than us. That's 11th in the East. Alright, so they have 1 injury, and it's Dmitry Filimonov, but he has a cold, so he may or may not play. In net, Montreal has Mark Fitzpatrick and Patrick Roy. On D, they have Donald Dufresne, Mathieu Schneider, Patrice Brisebois, Eric Desjardins, Filimonov, Lilo Deline. So that is decent. Brian Bellows, Benoit Brunet, Vincent Danfous, John Leclerc, Randy Gillen, Guy Carbonneau, Kirk Muller, Brian Scrullen, Mike Stapleton, Dave Annan, Jeff O'Neill, Pascal Rayon, Mike Keane, Stefan Lambeau, and Jeff Hodgers. Alright. Hopefully we can beat them. Now it's going to be our 2D game here, where I get to sit back and drink some water while I make pointless comments. Sometimes. Okay, probably most of the time. Alright, so we are going again with Hackett and net. They are going to have Patrick Roy. Right, so I believe there was an update today, so as usual I'm going to check my options. Okay, that didn't alter that, so let's get going. Oh my, that didn't take long. McGinley takes a penalty here, 12 seconds in. Let's go, Lightning. Let's go, little black squares. Oh my. Alright, Danfous just scored. Assisted by Kirk Muller. And just like that, we are down 1-0 here with 17:54 left to go in the first period. Alright, let's shake that off here and go and score. Oh my, we had 4 players on 1. Well, that is an icing. Three guys on 1. Oh, yes, yes, yes. No. Couldn't score. Puck is out of play. Okay, okay. Oh, Dmitry Filimonov for Montreal takes a penalty. Interference. We are going on the power play. Oh, shot wide. Oh, Patrick Roy holds the puck. Alright, our power play is almost over. And we couldn't score. Alright, penalty. Oh. Penalty's over. Good. We were able to catch up. Alright, saved by Hackett. Oh, we stole the puck away. Oh, Alexander Karpovtsev took a penalty for holding the stick. So Montreal goes back on the power play here with 8:20 left to go in the first period. We are already down 1-0. We need to not allow another goal here. Why didn't you shoot the puck? Oh, dear God. Alright, John Leclerc scores from Matthew Schneider and Kirk Muller. It is 2-0 Montreal here in the first period with 6:57 left to go in the first. We're going to need to start scoring some goals. Oh, dear God. Alright, so now Randy Gillen scored from Dmitry Filimonov and Jeff Hodgers. 3-0 Montreal. We are not doing good at all. And now Bill Guerin takes a holding penalty. Is Montreal going to score a 4th straight goal here in the first? With 5:30 to go, they are going on the power play, so they have plenty of chances, I suppose. Oh, we scored! Short-handed, Adam Creighton scored! Yay! 3-1 with 4:53 left to go in the first period. At least we're not getting a 0-0 tie this time. That happened twice during those. Right. Puck is out of play. 2:32 left to go here in the first period. Kurt Muller took a penalty for tripping with 2:15 left to go in the first. So if we can score on that, then we're only down 1 after 1. Oh, McGillney stopped on a breakaway by Patrick Roy. Alright, first period's almost over. And it is over. Alright, so Roy got 12 shots, let 1 in. Hackett got 9 shots, let 3 in. Yikes! I'm going to keep Hackett in. I think if we didn't score, I think I was going to pull him. But now it's a 2-goal difference. We can do it. I trust in my team. Alright, start of the second period. McGillney is going to score a natural hat-trick in this period. So stay tuned. Oh, got robbed. I almost got excited there. I was like, I can predict the future, I can predict the future. I can predict the future, I'm gonna get rich. Alright, icing. Puck is out of play. Puck is out of play again. Boris Mironov took a penalty, tripping. Alright. Getting another penalty here. Come on, guys. Adam Creighton took a holding penalty. Montreal's going to have a 23-second 5-on-3 here. I don't like it. 7 seconds of 5-on-3 left. Alright, so first penalty's over. Our 4 guys were behind the net. That's a recipe for disaster. If you're getting a penalty, you don't want your 4 penalty killers behind the net like that. Oh my. Come on, little squares. At 8:04 left to go in the second period. We're down 3-1 here in Tampa Bay. Come on. Alexander McGillney. I didn't make that big trade for you to do nothing. I expect goals. And you're playing with a decent setup, man. Well, McGillney's getting a lot of shots in this game. He's just not able to beat Patrick Roy. I just can't wait to see what, you know, this is going to look like in like 5, 6, 7 versions, when maybe we're gonna get something that looks a little bit closer to the out of the park baseball game, where, you know, it's starting to look pretty good, the 3D action and everything. Now, of course, I mean, they just introduced that, and I'm not expecting that for next release or anything like that. But, you know, in several iterations of the game down the line, that's going to be interesting to see what they do with that. Hopefully I'm still alive. Oh, we were offside. Alright, second period's almost over. Alright, so the second period is over. We're still down 3-1. We have the upper end in shots. I'm curious to see how many of those McGillney got. McGillney has 11 shots on goal after 2 periods of play. And he has 0 goals. Wow. 11 shots. Oh, we got robbed there. Puck is out of play for a second. I thought the puck was in the net. I was like, come on, another softie. All right. Another offside. Dave Annan took a penalty for Montreal. We are going on a power play. That is a prime opportunity to reduce their lead here. Cut their lead in half. Oh, it looked like it was in for a second. Alright, we didn't score on the power play. We just shot wide of the net. Come on. Four to 1 with less than 10 minutes to go. Yeah, I think we're not gonna win this game. Mike Stapleton scored from Jeff Hodgers. Jeff Hodgers has 2 assists in this game. Probably the best game of his career. Oh. Well, we're pretty persistent here. We can't score, but we're pretty persistent. McGillney got another shot. He must be at like 25 shots so far or something. That's just a slight exaggeration. Alright, 2:38 to go. We're losing 4-1. That's not a good game. I'm not happy with this. It's against the Abs. I do not like losing against the Abs. Alright, so we lost 4-1 here in Tampa Bay against the Abs. Not exactly a great game. And we outshot Montreal 31-23 too. So Jeff Odgers was the first star with his 2 assists. Filimonov, second star with an assist. And Stapleton, third star with a goal. We had 15,109 people in attendance for this game. So our only goal came from Adam Creighton, short-handed and unassisted. So I'm gonna need to change some things again prior to playing the next game. No suspension for Florida's Corey Millen. Alright. Suspension for Dale Craigwell with the Devils. He is going to miss 4 games. Dave Andreychuk has a good game. He had 2 goals and 4 assists. Wow, against New Jersey. Red light stays on for Pat LaFontaine. He had 3 goals and 3 assists. Craig Janney extends his goal streak to 5 games with a goal against the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. And Cujo Curtis Joseph extended with St. Louis for 7 more years. Alright, so it's February 1st, so I'm going to go ahead and save the game. And wow, that video was so close to an hour. I'm going to go ahead and stop here for today. Next video, we're going to go ahead and do February. I'm probably going to go ahead and change my tactics and everything. Not to... we're playing better than other teams, but we're having problems scoring goals. Oh dear God, look at that super long home stretch that we're going to have here in February. Wow. Alright, so that's it, folks. If you've liked the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And until I roll this game again, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.